Hi Taurus, how are you? It's Kimberly from Ask God's Turn. We're going to be looking at your August 1st, what you're going through the portal with, okay? These are the cards that I made. There's some energy in them. We'll be looking at some smaller aspects. We're going to be looking what the foundation is, what the possible outcome is. There's a lot of perspectives. I want to thank you for your patience. I figured I'd erase it, out with the old and with the new. That's why there's no videos up there. Because we are walking through a new 8-8 portal. Do you want to bring everything from last year forward with you? No, you don't. I know you don't. That's right off the jump. So we're going to see what energies you got, okay? So just bear with me. I'm going to spin them, and then we're going to go through them. I know they're loud. They're wood. They carry an energy. They're, heavy. So I'm sure there's a lot of things that you went through in the quarantine, or what you possibly want to change or not bring forward with you next year, whether it be emotional, whether it be what you want to ground. Okay, we're going to look at some of that on 4. Now, it's weird because you started off, as if we started the reading, if you notice when you want to already open it, Scorpio was sitting on top. That is about lessons. So something that you learned, I want to say a completion of some sort, something that you mastered or was able to put forth. And I like that. With the Virgo being there, that's the hermit. The totality is that you did use your wisdom. Very nice. Yes, there was an unknown, a lot of signs. Aries started off with this too. There was a mastery of something that you had to do with the positive and negative. We all did. And I believe it sits over you. It's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, something that's unknown, something you didn't see, maybe with passion, maybe something that you wanted. All right. It was strong. So whatever it is, it's most likely going to come with you in this portal. I do feel that, Taurus. Now, it needs to be balanced. Something needs to be balanced and slowed up. I'm going to tell you that because that's the way it's coming in. Yeah, I knew that was coming right after because, look, something's murky. Something you need to shed, release emotions. Something that might not be good for you. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Maybe something is a little off balance that you're trying to grab, Taurus. All right. There's a duality, so it could be a twin flame. It definitely is. It could be a twin flame. Now here's that Scorpio card. Is it? It could be a twin flame. That's not only a person. Everybody thinks, oh, a twin flame, twin flame. It's not only a person. It could be a lesson in itself, leading with Scorpio, so that's there as present. Capricorn, and the energy of something toxic or something that means passionable, almost has a clutch feeling. That could be from a coping mechanism. That could be from what you were taught, a way you think a lesson is, Whatever that lesson is, you coming through this 8-8 portal, which is Lionsgate sitting right there with the Leo. What these links are to that, so you have to keep that in mind. Also, communication. Is that with yourself? Are you beating yourself up? Is Spirit saying, don't beat yourself up, just move forward? We tend to, when you make mistakes, sit there and just nail it to yourself. They always say that saying that says, nobody's going to beat me up more than myself. So if you are not kind to somebody, they're already going through it. If you're trying to be kind to somebody and then they don't reciprocate, then you have to know you have to pull that cup, as we talked about in previous readings. The love that you gave someone maybe and you feel you didn't get that back. You just mentally take it back with an understanding of forgiveness, and it relieves it from you. Not even if the person don't even want it. It puts that love back in your heart. So you're able to not such hold grudges. You're able to, believe me, I have that. Everybody has that. Everybody hurts hard. The pain is real. The struggle is real. So I know that there's a Pisces energy there. There's an unknown, right? That's the moon. That also represents a protection. It represents fear. It's a strong something that you care about, that you want clarity to an unknown, right? There's passion to something. So you definitely want something. Now, here we are. You're just coming out of it. I would have liked to have seen it clear. But if there's something that you're dealing with, that snake energy, that wrapping around you, that resistance, the snake wraps around and it's constricting. If there's something that you think is beneficial, but you really, really know it's constricting in yourself because it didn't come out this way, that clarity, that new, is there something that you need to shed or release? Please think of that. Please think, because it's murky. There's an unknown that you're grabbing. The Taurus this is the unknown. What's going to be revealed, you already know it. So something that you already know, so it's not even like my cards are telling you any different, that you need to balance. Libra energy, the balance, communication within oneself. The shedding of what you think you need. I mean, take it seriously, because where were you last August? Did you get anywhere? Or did you continue grabbing something by the horns that wasn't good for you? That left you with an unknown energy. So they want you to think of that. Don't worry, we're going to get a smaller aspect of what this is, okay? And we're also going to use this breakdown as well. So I want to place them back the way they were. And you were grabbing something with a lot of passion. But there's a lesson in what you were grabbing for yourself. But I think you already knew it. Don't let fear stop you from making that decision. How would you know you couldn't do it if you didn't even try? All right, here we go. Let's see what's going through the door. These last three, I want to take a look at. That's what you need to balance, right? What they want you to slow down with. And to communicate within a duality of something that you're doing, all right? So they want you to complete it, as we started with the Scorpio, of course. Of course it's going to end like that. The completion, the lesson, the cycle. They are keeping that in mind, that this is a cycle. Let's see what's going on with your balancing. Let's see what's going on with your balancing. We'll get that first. Well, maybe you're blocking a healing. Maybe you're going to quick healing mechanisms. It could be anything from addiction, overspending, whatever the addiction is for you. You can block your own sun. Yeah, use your judgment. They think you have it, because here's judgment. You know it. So whatever you're going through, whether it be in healing or something, use your judgment. Balance it. Yeah, you have some nostalgia from the past with emotions, with love. That's memories fond of the past, right? When it's upside down, it's not fun memories. There's just reasons why you feel like that judgment's up, but it really is a block to you that they want you to leave behind this door. There's a door here, guys. So if you're going to walk through the door to see what's coming up over here in the future, you really have to look at something in the past. It weighs heavy to you. Yes, it's hard because it's actually keeping you still. It's blocking your knowledge. It's giving you false hopes of what it really is. Whatever your quick, I need this for that moment, you're not letting this too shall pass. So then you dwell on it and then you go for it. It takes a minute just to sit back. I guarantee you, if you sit back, whether it be with addiction or something, each time it gets less and less. And each time, before you know, you're not counting the days of how many days you've been on this diet or how many days you put this down. It just subsides. Even if that's an emotional memory of something that was hard to go through, try to replace it. Especially, 8/8, we got some time. But I'm doing this reading on 7/26, just to let you know. And they want me to look at the time for you, which is 7:51, which would be the decision to something you were stuck in that you want to begin with. Spiritually, you want to begin with it because that's your crown in the tree. That's the growth you want. I burned a section in this tree. There's an eye in that, and it's the top of the tree. It's what it's what you really want. You want to slow something down. Something that you go to, it also represents a choice. The lovers also. Something, is it a false love? Is there something murky about it? Right? I want me to show you the back of the card. You know, that eye looks at like, yeah, I do know I have to do something about something. Yeah, yeah, I know. Why do I go here? What is this? Is this also wants to be a releasing? The eyelashes are protection, right? But are they releasing? Is there something cloudy that darkens your little hope there, you know? Is there too much shade? Is there something that's being, in the shallows that you're not facing? I had to say it. Take what resonates if you want going through it. So let's see what this Sagittarius energy is here for. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but also the energy to balance that positive and negative. Sagittarius would be a procrastination sign. They take the time to enjoy things, they just go with the flow. Of course, they're fire, so they're action, right? But there's also action here on communication and or thought, being the Gemini represents thoughts, which would represent the mental, which would represent a duality. Also, Scorpio balancing 1111 to stabilize something that you're grabbing, right? 4-4 breaks down to 4-4. So I like that. So, you already know it. It's up to you. Something, you need to slow down. Here we go, yeah. Like they're saying, I'm sorry, but you really don't. There's an apology maybe you're looking for. But again, and I'm sorry, but it's your choices coming from a spiritual card on the crown of the tree. Are you wearing a blindfold to the choice that you're making? Is it good judgment? Is it really blocking your sun? They want you to think of this. Okay, crown tree. Please stabilize 4-4. I knew that was coming up. All right, so definitely crown action of what the growth would be for you in the top of the tree is stable. If you made that decision, used your judgment, put something down, it wasn't working right here, the past, it's reversed, it causes nostalgia, it causes emotion, it causes a block, you don't live, you're not living. There's something you're doing. Now, if there's decisions in business, there's something that you have to learn, but also you have to make good decisions. There was something that blocked your sun in your decisions, and it affected your home from your past. So maybe it was something in business. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is, but that was just in there. Here's this duality. Mm-hmm. So if you're communicating or you're hanging out with duality with that Gemini, if you're communicating, you're not juggling something right, Taurus. You're not juggling something right. This would be juggling, weighing two things. This, not falling through the cracks, juggling the right way. This would be letting something slip. Could be doing with a Gemini. Could be doing with conversation, a decision, a home base, a past issue, something that, judgment was upright, but it still blocks your sun. You're handling something, yeah. You feel left out of something, or you're trying to find a way to create something with another person. But are you trying to fix a tower? What is this? The dust is settling from a lot of towers that you had to juggle and find a way, right? So the hardship right there. I want another 3 on that one, Gemini, please. What that duality, Gemini means communication, also the lover's sign. Is it a relationship that you feel left out with? Maybe you're missing home. Maybe you're trying to make good judgments for the home and alleviate the past. Yes, there's clarity coming to you, but is it clear? So those factors, maybe that you're holding, you're trying to find that clarity for this door. Now, manifestation is what makes it clear, correct? Head that due north, right? Yeah, healing. I knew it. Moving you on your path. That's what they're talking about. Finding that clarity, being your star player, healing, balancing that. All right. So, and they put it in this position right near the tree, which is significant. Here you are, the stem of the tree, and here we go. You really are reaching for truth, but it's right in front of you where they had me place it. Don't leave yourself out of what you really want to do for a false belief. Yeah. So again, with the expansion of leaving something that's no longer good for you, waiting for your ships, releasing what really ain't getting you nowhere but sitting there. Are you waiting too long for your ships? Are you putting the wrong cargo in your ship, meaning your heart? What are you waiting for? Do you only get so far and then you wait again? Does mean an expansion, so I don't want to put a damper on something, but they want you to put that down. They want me to place that there. Let's see what you're left out with. What's that 5 of coins here for, Spirit Guide? For Taurus, please. Collective. Yeah, you don't want to begin this way. This would be having a good idea, going through it, you know, making a change to be that star player, right? So there's definitely something you need to balance because it's slowing down with it. Bring it in, bring it home, bring it to balance. Because if you don't, there's a healing factor here, something you have to leave out. Well, I'm not going to lie. What am I going to do? Read the readings and not say what it says? Let's see what this big book is here, you know, in this root area of the tree. This big book. Let's see what's going on. Maybe that can help you release, as they just brought me to a big book. Stand strong. I keep hearing that. You know, there will be growth because you're going to really put a lot of ego down. All right? Yeah, you're in your movement. All right? In your passionable movement. You're going to figure that out, right? A lot of it has to do with love, protecting your heart. That's what they're saying. And you're a strong story here. Yes, but look, you have that strength to put a lot of things down. That's a lot to hold. Are you the one placing the wands there? Every time you're running for something that really isn't beneficial, you put another wand on your back. Right? And it moves and it moves and it moves and it plays on your emotions. Especially when it comes with the heightened emotions here as far as the cup. All right? So don't lose your faith. Here you are upside down in the past position, okay? So right coming for this door, don't do this to yourself. Don't bring this. Make an expansion in that. Don't lose yourself. You don't know who you are until you lose who you are. So if there's something here you are, it's a Taurus, man. Don't do that. That's you. You don't ever, you know, you're your star player. You're your clarity. So you have to have faith in yourself to begin, or to leave out what something is no longer good for you and stabilize. It's up to your choice. They say they're sorry, Sagittarius. If Archangel Michael was going to talk to you, he would say, listen, you got to do this. So I know this is a deep reading. You know, take what resonates, but the way it came out is the way I read, all right? They are going to give you some advice here because I wouldn't leave you sitting like that. But your book is very strong. You're a very passionate person. You're a very sensitive person, you know, which you are the spiritual sign. That's what they're saying. At least you're bringing that love through the door, and I love that. You've been through a lot, you know. But there's going to be movement because, you know, right at the end, you're going to think about something. You're really going to think about something. You're going to look at your emotions or you're not. Is there a tower moment that you're in a duality, keep thinking and over? Are you letting the lesson come in? What are you grabbing? Is it just run by passion? Is it something you really want, or is there an unknown behind it? Is there a link to it somewhere that maybe just might help you clear out? And here, it's you, Taurus. So you're going to balance the unknown. You know why? Because you're strong. You're going to release what you have to release. You're not going to let fear get in the way. And you know what? And the toxicity, you know what's toxic to you. You know what the unknown is. You know what's making you emotional. You know what the solution is too. So there's something that you got to really think about before you come into August through that door. Are you starting on a rocky foundation of a false belief? I'm going to leave it to your judgment, your choice, right? right? To stabilize something, you got to leave something out. Key factor, that's the key. Find faith in yourself to know what to do. Leave what it is, find a way, and make an expansion. The more you wait, the more it gets close to not being stabilized. And, 8-8's coming. I'm just saying, I'm giving a little, reminder even for myself. I don't really want to carry what I just carried with all those eclipses. Whatever we all had to go through. A lot of us had to go through it. With the quarantine, it was almost evident to go through it. The solitary, the emotional, really bringing up. If you look at it, it really was an attempt to heal, not only for the planet but human beings in a whole. And family step forward. So, there's a lot of things, Taurus, that you're looking at. Scorpio is in your lesson. Yeah, put some of your maneuvering things down. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to deceive yourself. They want you to be happy. Yeah, they want you to figure it out. Not that you're a king or queen. Don't matter. What matters is that you try. Now, there you are again in your same suit. You did come out in the reading beautifully. So, what I'm telling you, if you put something down, that choice right there, you're really going to have a good year, good coming into August, a good flow to you. Remember, this portal is like a 3 passageway, 3 things that maybe you were dealing with. Did you become a page? Did you become a knight? Are you a king? Did you learn some lessons with that Virgo? Were you able to get across that bridge? Are you stuck? Is it just emotional? Can you release it? Is it a false hope? Those are the things they want you to ask. So it looks good for you, to tell you the truth, but you're holding a bit now. It ain't your wish. So it's up to you, your choice. I know, wow, that was some reading, man. It's like we all got ripped a new one. If we all had to go through this energy, and of course, Taurus, you're a wonderful person because you're very grabbing the bull by the horns, but you also can teach your energy what not to grab by the horns, what has to be left out. So I want to thank you, Taurus. You're also spiritual. You're the faith, Taurai, to rise. So I know you clearly, being a Taurus, you're going to do it. It shows that. So have faith. Take care.